You know who was never really nice? I don't know how much time you spent around him, but I'm just thinking about like sort of the most notorious MMA criminals. I mean, to me, Joe Son probably is the top of the list, right?
I spent a lot of time around Joe Son. Joe Son pulled a gun on me and my friends one time.
He was just a weird, bad, creepy dude, right?
Yeah,
Always.
always. Even before, like way back when in Huntington.
So he pulled a gun on you and your friends? What is this story? I've never heard this story.
There used to be this little club like in Huntington, and it was like in the corner of the shopping center. What was funny was like the yogurt. I don't know if you ever heard the stories of me working at a yogurt shop when I was in high school. Was
No.
literally 2 doors down from this place. But one of my friends had some drinks and going to this club or whatever. And you know how you park in a parking lot and they have those little islands with curbs around them. They're surrounded by the little curbs or whatever. So he's walking on this curb and he's been drinking a little bit. So he kind of lost his balance. Excuse me. And he accidentally fell against the car. Well, that happened to be Joe Son's car. And Joe Son happened to be sitting in it for some reason.
Do you remember what kind of car it was?
No, I have no idea. So he hops out of the car with the gun. You got a problem? You got a problem, bro? What are you doing touching my car? You got a problem? And my buddy's like, whoa, 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 whoa. So nothing happened. But yeah, you talk about a crazy guy. I mean, do you remember, weren't you out there with me and Boss and Quadros when he fought in Best and we were talking and he came walking out of the hotel room and Boss was just talking about fighting like he always did or whatever. And Joe Son walked up and he's kind of just standing there listening to the conversation. And then he's like, you want to see how I fight? And Boss started laughing. He's like, yeah. And Joe Son turned around and ran. And I mean, he didn't just run like 50 feet, 100 feet. Like he ran down the street where we couldn't even see him anymore. And he never slowed down. He just ran and kept running. I have no idea where the hell he went.
That was a crazy. You remember he fought in Best, which was like the smallest version of whatever Pride was Best.
Right.
And it was at Kurikan Hall. And he basically, it wasn't even a diaper. Like he wore this, like a G-string.
Like a G-string.
And he wore a G-string and he had like eyeshadow, right? He had like this crazy eye makeup on. But I just remember the bus ride over there. I don't know if you remember this, but Tiki, Tiki Gozin. I mean, everybody knows Tiki. Everybody loves Tiki, right? Tiki Gozin. He was sleeping in the back of the bus. And Joe Son just started like put his face super close to Tiki's face and sort of like was looking at it and like sniffing around his face. And he just started licking the side of his cheek. And I'm like staring at like Joe Son doing this. I'm like, this guy is mentally disturbed. And I kind of like looked at Boss Rutan. And Boss would be like, no, this guy's not right. Like everybody was like, stay away from Joe Son. Right. Really stay away. And so he ended up in jail, right? He killed somebody, and then he ended up killing somebody in prison. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, he's in jail here. He's in Corcoran prison.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was trying to set up an interview with him. And I was getting pretty close because I just wanted to sit down and talk to him just to see. But then he killed his cellmate, so.
Right, that's what it was. He killed his cellmate.
Yeah. So, and the whole reason why he's in prison is crazy too, was because they basically raped and beat some girl and didn't get busted for it forever. Like they got away with it for like years. And then something happened and he got arrested for something else or something. And it came down to a DNA that he willingly gave them to comply with them or something, and they got that DNA and they're like, whoa, wait a minute. This guy did this crime. So it was crazy. And it was like on Christmas Eve or Christmas when they did it. Yeah, Joe Son's crazy. He's crazy. Remember when he carried Chemo's cross to the cage and he like couldn't even carry it all the way?
Of course. Yeah.
Like he got stuck halfway. He's like, I can't do this shit anymore.
Well, the thing was twice as big as he was. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's some characters in him. I think him or the dude like who we never heard of who ate his buddy's heart. You remember that guy?
Oh.
There was like some cannibal thing. The guy fought maybe